Regarding my last video, I have something more to say. Now, this might be a little bit more of a serious video, at least to me, than the last one actually was, because, you know, I was laughing in the last one, and, you know, I wasn't fully sure. But this specific bit, it's something that I probably need to just sort of say, because if I don't, then there will be confusion, and at the same time, there probably will be some annoyance. One thing that I have noticed is that on YouTube, when I've been doing it for over a year now, which I suppose isn't that long of a time, but looking back as to how sort of far I've come and then that downhill, definitely I've been thinking a lot. One thing that I have noticed is that I care very much about how my audience feels. I want to give content that you will actually watch, and I want to deliver it in a way that you will actually watch. So that I'm doing something that I enjoy as well as what you guys enjoy watching. That's what I've always wanted ever since I was little. I've wanted to have something similar to that because that makes me happy, and I get to have that little bit of a community that I can actually enjoy myself with. Now, what I mean by I've cared a lot about what my audience thinks, I mean that there have been changes to the YouTube channel that I've wanted to make, but haven't, because I thought that, oh, it will annoy some viewers, it will drive viewers away, it will stop, you know, I will stop getting the views, likes, comments, and whatever I want, and then the videos will basically be pointless to do anymore. And what I mean by that is mostly content changes, because if you have been a fan since around the beginning, or at least around there, then you will know that I have had some struggles when it comes to content, where I've gone from like, hey, I want to do Reddit. I first started off doing that, and then I thought, okay, I don't have the motivation for this anymore. I want to do storytime animation. Don't have the motivation to do that because I burnt myself out when doing that. Okay, do Reddit again. Okay, no, I don't want to do Reddit again. I still don't have the motivation for it. Okay, do gaming videos. I only have access to mobile games. I don't have a laptop. Okay, go back to Reddit then. Okay, I still don't have the motivation to do Reddit. Do Yap content then. Okay, content views, whatever has all gone downhill massively, and now I just don't know what to do. That's sort of how it's all gone. That's how I felt it's gone. And how this will tie in with the video yesterday is that I made the decision to leave, or I say leave, because I thought that, hey, a new start might help. But I've realised that that might not actually be the case. I don't think I will do another channel. I will keep it up. I will probably do some animations on there. I'll post every now and then an animation or two, because I like animations, and I'll post them. I'll post animations on like other platforms as well, like maybe Newgrounds. To be honest, it's the only place I can think of that is pretty good for animations. So, you know, I won't like, oh yeah, close that down, or, oh yeah, don't subscribe to that channel. I won't fully care about subscribers. I'll just post that as like for an archive, or just a thing to put my animations on, not fully caring about it. This channel, I will not leave. I have decided I won't leave it. At least not now. Okay, I will try and push through. And the one reason is I was speaking to a friend about it, and they said, have you had a break? And that made me realise the longest break I've had from YouTube is 2 months. Which does sound like a lot, but at the same time, I've been doing this for over a year now, and I used to at least do maybe 2-3 videos a month, which isn't a bad thing. If anything, I find that to be quite good, but I feel like it might have been a little bit too quick, for me at least. I lost the motivation because I was going too fast. Now, usually I do things fast. I like doing things really fast because that's how I work. Slow things bore me to death. Slow things disappoint me, basically. I do try and sort of, you know, realise that not everything in life's going to be quick, and I do accept when things are slow and boring. But if there is a way for it to be done quickly, then I will try and strive for that, because then I will get the most out of it, entertainment and enjoyment-wise. So, doing quick sort of videos, I thought, hey, that would do. But then I started realising, okay, maybe I should do longer videos. That's when the editing started to become a little bit of a hassle, because sometimes I would edit until like 1 in the morning to just get the videos done and done with. You know, a couple of my descriptions, like saying I've stayed up until 1 AM to edit this. They weren't joking. I have done that. Now, of course, like 1 in the morning, that's not really a bad time, really. That's the time I usually go to sleep. But I still thought, hey, maybe just don't. Slow down. So, another thing that was related to the first thing I started talking about in this video is me caring about what the audience thinks, and the fact that I thought that changing what I do on YouTube, or even going against the video I posted yesterday, would annoy people. In the sense that, oh, they'll be like, okay, so why can't you make up your mind? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? And I think that's mostly because that's what I'm used to, not when it comes to content, but just, like, people in general. So I'm sort of thinking, like, okay, will people be annoyed if I do this? Will people be annoyed if I do that? Would they leave? And I think I need to stop caring so much about that and just do what I want and what I enjoy while still keeping in mind about the audience, but still, your enjoyment is also my enjoyment in some cases. So it's why sort of views, likes, comments and all that matter, because if I see that a video is doing really well, then I'm gonna feel happy because it shows that people actually care about something that I've made, that cares about something that I've actually done. And regarding that, I'm not sure. Now, shocker, and I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be an absolute shocker to everyone, I might consider going back to Reddit. Yes, this is the 4th time I have suggested just go back to Reddit. That will solve all my problems, apparently. It probably won't. I will probably do this again. Maybe. I don't know. Because I do a lot of stuff on impulse. Yesterday when I posted that video, I made it, edited it, and posted it without much thought. Now that I've actually thought about it, I'm thinking, no, that was actually a bad idea. I will consider going back to Reddit, in the sense that even if I redo some of the subreddits I've already done, even if I have a look at some more niche ones that might not be so interesting, or at least try a different format of Reddit content, find a specific one that works for me, the ones that I actually enjoy, whether it be high commentary Reddit videos, low commentary videos, ones that more rely on text, or ones that more rely on images, or even ones that rely on more visuals than audio, or you know, just something. Even if I post the shorter Reddit videos rather than the longer ones, so instead of like over 10-minute ones, I could probably say, okay, we'll do like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay, that's an interesting. That's a gap I can work with. That's what I was working with until I thought, well, people might want longer videos, and then, yeah, the editing got a bit too much. So what I want to do is take a break. What I mean by break is I'm not sure if it's going to be a month, not sure if it's going to be 2, not even sure if it's going to be 3, but longer than a week or 2's break. Just stop, or at least in the middle, do a very short video about something, and by short I mean 1 to 3 minutes, pretty short. That's all I can really think to do. Take a break for a bit, think about what I want to do, figure out what I want to do, and then just go back. Now, this probably might disappoint some of you, because like, oh, I wanted to have a look at the new channel, oh, well, you can't make up your mind, so I don't want to sub to you anymore. That's okay. People are allowed to think that way, but the thing is that I just sort of feel like I don't really want people to think that way. I don't really want people to be annoyed because I've done this or I've done something because, you know, oh, because of my entertainment factor, or prioritizing my enjoyment over others. That's definitely one thing that I don't want, But at the same time, I feel like if I want to continue YouTube, I need to do things that I will actually be entertained with, or else I will have to stop entirely. That's all I really wanted to say. Any questions you have in the comments, I can answer. Like I said, I won't close the second channel down, that will stay. One more thing I wanted to disclose or regard, or whatever the word actually is the Yap content. I haven't decided what I want to do with it, because I can either just leave it up, or I can unlist the videos. Now, I'll have to test to see if unlisting a playlist still shows up in your playlist list, so how you can go onto the playlist tab. Because if it does, then I can say I will unlist those videos, but they will still be there. You can still access those videos. They just won't exactly appear on the home screen. Will I stop the Yap content? I'll probably do an occasional one. An occasional Yap content mixed with some Reddit just to get the flow. And if I do decide to do the occasional ones, then there isn't that much point unlisting the other Yap content videos. But like I said, that's something I'll think upon, and I'll have to see if what I have in mind actually works. But other than that, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Like I said, any questions you have in the comments, I'll gladly answer. Any sort of like opinions you may have, whether you're a little bit annoyed that I've decided to do something, or you're supportive of it. I won't mind either way, and I'll respond. But I probably will take a break. Just a break of some kind, whether that be a month or 3 months, I don't know, to figure out what I'm gonna do. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not quitting this channel.